Hi guys, Kevin Lee Jacobs here. Today I'm going to make cantaloupe puree and punch it up with cider gastrique and top it off with burrata cheese. It's a magnificent first course or luncheon dish. I served it as the first course for a dinner party a couple of weeks ago, and oh man, everybody really loved it. So it's very easy to do. Let's get started. The only part of this recipe that requires any cooking is the cider gastrique. Here's how you make it. Add 1/2 cup of honey to a heavy bottom pot set over medium heat. And we're going to let this honey come to a simmer and let it cook, for about 5 minutes or until it turns a dark amber color. Don't stir the honey, just let it sit and bubble in the pot. I should probably mention that cider gastrique is not only delicious on fruits like cantaloupe, but it's absolutely magnificent on grilled meats like chicken, fish, and pork tenderloin. It's a multi-purpose condiment. As you can see, the honey is turning a nice amber color. So now we add 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, and we'll lower the heat a little, and we want this to simmer for 5 to 10 or even 15 minutes until the mixture turns into a thin syrup. So my cider gastrique has simmered long enough that it has turned into a nice thin syrup. So at this point, turn off the heat and stir in just a pinch of kosher salt. And let the mixture cool. I'm going to transfer my cider gastrique to a glass measure. Cider gastrique will last for several weeks, if not several months, if stored in a covered jar in the refrigerator. Just make sure to let the liquid cool to room temperature before you put a lid on the jar. To make the cantaloupe puree, of course, you will need a cantaloupe. This weighs about 4.5 or 5 pounds. And there are lots of different ways to peel a cantaloupe. I usually do it this way. Slice off the ends and throw these in my garbage bowl, and then turn the cantaloupe so it's sitting flat and carve away the peel like this. And I won't make you watch me peel the entire thing. I'll just get you started. So here's my cantaloupe all peeled, and then I'm going to cut it in half, and then use a spoon to remove the seeds and the stringy stuff from the cantaloupe. You could probably plant these seeds in your garden and grow cantaloupe. Then flip the cantaloupe cut side down and slice it, just roughly slice it. The goal here is we're going to make cubes of cantaloupe that will then go into a blender. Next, throw the cubes of cantaloupe into a blender. If you have a small blender, you might want to do maybe just 1/3 of the cubes to start. And then we're going to add some lime juice. So cut the lime in half. And I hope you have one of these Mexican lemon and lime squeezing gadgets. They're not expensive. You can buy them on Amazon. And here's how it works. You put the lime in the little green opening here, and you want the cut side down. The thing is counterintuitive. And then you squeeze. And this way you really get all of the juice out of the lime. And I'm going to use the entire lime. So one more squeezy wheezy. And by the way, the flavor of cantaloupe with lime juice is out of this world. It will knock your socks off. Then put the lid on the blender and let her rip. We're done. Almost. I have to add the rest of the cantaloupe and blend that in. Sorry about the noise. Then transfer this beta carotene rich beauty into a bowl. Cover it with plastic wrap and pop it in the fridge for at least 1 hour, or overnight, or 2 days, or 3 days. You want it to be cold. This is a cold soup. When you are ready to assemble this soup, grab some burrata cheese. And I think burrata cheese is one of the very best things in the world. It's sort of like mozzarella cheese, except it has a creamy interior. And it kind of looks like poached eggs. I'll show you in just a moment. So I'm removing the plastic cover, and then we can drain it. You want to drain it well, like so. And there are 2 pieces of burrata in this container, so I have 2 containers. The soup makes enough for 4 servings. So let's serve this soup. So ladle about a ½ cup of the puree into a shallow soup plate or shallow soup bowl, like so. I think you're really going to love this as a first course or a luncheon dish. I certainly do. And then you top it off with a nice big ball of burrata. I transferred my Cider Gastrique to a squirt bottle. And what we do is squirt the gastrique around the cantaloupe puree, and then we put some more gastrique on top of the burrata. Again, this is going to be so delicious. And to finish, give the burrata just 1 or 2 grinds of coarsely ground black pepper. And that's it. Let's have a little taste. It tastes like summer. I can't even describe how delicious this is. You simply have to try it. And let me show you. I'm going to cut into one of the pieces of burrata so you can see that creamy interior. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's almost like, wow, it's like cottage cheese. Very, very creamy cottage cheese. So, one more. I could just stand here for the next 20 minutes and eat all 4 of these servings. If you like this recipe, and if you like to see me with cantaloupe puree all over my lips, be sure to give this recipe a big thumbs up, post a comment below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you next week with another delicious recipe. Bye for now.